Hey there, I'm Lee Shui-Ching from Sally's Book Talk. Last week's classic theme week wrapped up. Did you have a blast? This week, I'm going to chat with you about reality and truth. We see and hear tons every day, but is it all really true? On Monday, we're covering a book that could blow your mind. It's titled Reality, Not What It Seems. The author is Carlo Rovelli, an Italian theoretical physicist. He's written the bestseller, 7 Brief Lessons on Physics. Here at Sally's Book Talk, we've covered it before. You can find the link in the transcript area. So this book, Reality Not As You See It, for Monday, it cranks up theoretical physics imagination big time. Because the book's theme is a fresh theory above relativity and quantum mechanics, known as quantum gravity theory. This theory is super mind-blowing. Like, it says time doesn't even exist, and space is pieced together from bits. The universe didn't start with a big bang, but a big bounce. And all time flow stuff ties back to temperature. Now, sure, these are just scientists' brainstorms, not proven yet, but they totally make us rethink our world. On Tuesday, we're bringing you a book that pieces together theories to help you sniff out lies. We've got tons of little data in life: food labels, weather reports, bank stuff, healthcare. We depend on this to decide things. But this little data can be twisted and cherry-picked traps. How do we dig out the truth from all that data? Tuesday's book, The Truth About Data, has the answers for you. Up next, on Wednesday, we'll dive into the mental stuff that blocks us from seeing reality and getting truth. The book's titled The Rational Irrationality. In real life, folks often make irrational choices, like holding on to stocks that keep tanking. The minute they spot a sale, they grab stuff they don't need. Why? After hearing this book, you'll probably get the answer. The authors, Zhengyu Huang and Sudan, are experts in consumer psych and behavior. In this book, they weave behavioral economics into daily stuff. This book breaks down how you lose your rational mind. We just covered how to uncover truth, and now we're going to talk about how to pursue wisdom. Thursday's book is a classic literary work, Winesburg, Ohio, Mains and Fasca, or Distorted. The author, Sherwood Anderson, is hailed as a pioneer of American modernist fiction. Nobel laureates Faulkner and Steinbeck saw him as their literary mentor. Faulkner's The Sound and the Fury and Amy Tan's The Joy Luck Club were clearly influenced by Winesburg, Ohio. Winesburg, Ohio is actually a collection of short stories. It tells a story of a small town hit by capitalist industrialization. Though this town has beautiful, tranquil, rural scenery, its residents aren't happy. They're eccentric, lonely, even neurotic. Everyone lives isolated, solitary lives, so you could say they're all grotesque. Through this story, Anderson aims to show how truth morphed from beauty into illusion. The 19th century in America was the pioneering era, when agricultural civilization was the truth people clung to. But by the late 19th and early 20th centuries, even remote small towns felt industrialization's shock. Capital and machinery became the new truth. This left folks bewildered. On one hand, they longed for the peace and simplicity of the farm age. On the other, they got swept up by new desires. But whether they tried conservatively to go back or bravely to move forward, they all failed. This failure made people doubt themselves and society, even breeding hostility toward others. They embraced this despair and unease as a new truth, letting it shake their lives and future. After this small-town tale, we'll hear about Accidental Death of an Anarchist. This is the most famous work by Nobel laureate Italian playwright Dario Fo. Dario Fo is called the People's Jester because his plays mock authorities and expose powerful figures' absurdities, thrilling audiences but enraging those in power. In 1970, Milan staged a new play, Accidental Death of an Anarchist. It's a political satire. In just 2 short seasons, it played 300 shows to over 300,000 people and later toured more than 40 countries. This story is based on a real-life event. In 1969, a nationwide scandal erupted with an explosion in downtown Milan, Italy. Police quickly investigated and pinned the blame on an anarchist group. They questioned several anarchists, but just 3 days later, an anarchist named Pinelli fell to his death at the police station. Cops claimed Pinelli jumped from the fourth floor himself, but there were clear injuries on his neck. Folks believed his death was suspicious. In the play, Dario Fo sends a quick-witted madman into the police station, creating comedic farce that exposes the scandals of cops, courts, and government. During performances, he'd tweak the script based on new investigations and lawsuits, adding fresh content and lines. In reality, the anarchist's death remains an unsolved mystery. The play doesn't recklessly claim Pinelli was murdered by officers. It just unmasks the lies police spun to cover up, exposing the truth behind the scandal, a whole sinister, corrupt power system. Dario Fo's point is, we can't uncover every truth, but we must always question those who hold power and control the narrative. All right, finally on Saturday, we'll look up at the stars and search for cosmic truths. Saturday's book is The Copernican Revolution. Copernicus, as you likely know, proposed the heliocentric theory, but his 1543 publication on the revolutions of the heavenly spheres marked the beginning of the Copernican revolution. After him, generation after generation of astronomers pushed forward changes in human understanding. The book, The Copernican Revolution, will walk you through how Copernicus proposed heliocentrism and how it replaced geocentrism. You'll hear that heliocentrism's acceptance wasn't just scientific progress, but a long struggle of ideas. Today, we already know the sun isn't the center either. From the Big Bang Theory to black hole hypotheses, new cosmic theories keep popping up. Science is always moving forward. And the most crucial lesson from the Copernican revolution, perhaps it's that scientific progress depends not only on scientists' relentless exploration, but also on everyone constantly breaking free from fixed mindsets. Only this way can we inch closer to the truth. All right, that's all for this week's editor recommendations. Catch you next week.